This is Yuri from YNC Comics, and today's episode, Flash 22, part 4 of the button. So this is part 4 of 4, which means this is the end of this storyline. But before we get started on what that episode is all about, I want to show you the 3 Flash that I got. So we have the original cover, of course. We have the variant cover. This one is pretty neat. I like the details. I really like that one. And we have the lenticular cover. Remember, I have the other 2. Alright, the other 3 actually. Alright, so if you have not seen part 1, 2, and 3 of the button, I recommend that you check out the videos that we made about that tells you a little bit about the story. But here's a little snapshot on what happens on part 1. Remember, Batman got beat up in less than a minute by Reverse Flash, which is Batman 21, alright? And then we have Flash 21. Barry Allen shows up to the scene of where Reverse Flash is dead and is trying to help Batman figure out what happened. Whose button is this? Why is Reverse Flash dead? Who killed him? And he's willing to risk the timeline. In Batman 22, we learn that Barry Allen risks the timeline, goes back into time, and Batman joins him. By doing so, they travel in time, but instead of traveling in time, they actually jump into Flashpoint. And that's where Bruce Wayne meets his dad, who was supposed to be dead, but in the Flashpoint, his dad actually is alive, and the one who died was Bruce. Anyway, he sees his dad recommends to Batman, to Bruce Wayne, not to be Batman, remember? To be himself, to be free, to be happy. And Reverse Flash comes back and he's alive. And now we pick up to Flash 22. What happens here? Well, my friends, in Flash 22, they are in the Speed Forest, rushing through, trying to get back home. Meanwhile, Reverse Flash catches up to them and it's trying to, takes away the button from them and tells Barry, "You'll never catch up to me. I know who the owner of this button is, and guess what? He's so powerful, you've never seen him. You'll never know who he is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, and I'm gonna become more powerful than anybody." And Barry tells Reverse Flash, "Don't do it. Really, it's only gonna destroy you. I see your future." And Reverse Flash laughs at Barry and tells him, "Oh, Barry, those are just empty threats. I see my future, and guess what? Everything you think that it's gonna happen to me, it's not gonna happen. I am a paradox. Pretty much no rules apply to me because I exist everywhere you go." And he takes off running and he leaves Barry and Bruce behind. Reverse Flash finds the creator of the button, or who the button belongs to. But as he reaches to that point, he gets killed. He gets consumed by this power. And Barry Allen and Bruce Wayne are trapped in the Speed Force. Out of nowhere comes Jay Garrick, another Flash, and he throws Barry and Bruce back to their timeline and tells Barry, "Remember me," and he pushes him into his house and he tells him, "I'm gonna use all the strength I have to send you back home." And next thing you know, Barry and Bruce are back in the cave where everything started, with Reverse Flash dead in front of them. And Barry realizes, oh wow, we're right where we started, which is Batman 21, part 1 of the button. And Jay Garrick starts telling Barry, "Remember me. If you remember me, you'll bring me back." And Barry cannot remember him. He doesn't know who he is, and he realizes because of Flashpoint that he created, he's gonna start forgetting some people in his life, and he's realizing that maybe Jay Garrick is one of those guys that he's forgetting. Long story short is that the story ends with where it all started. Reverse Flash on the floor, dead, and Barry Allen and Bruce are back in the cave, and they realize that they no longer have the button, and someone out there killed Reverse Flash. They're trying to figure out who it is, And at the end of the day, they conclude that it might be God responsible for the death of Reverse Flash. But is he? We don't know who is responsible. And that's how the story ends. But we at the end realize that Barry and Bruce are really good friends because they have a lot in common. They have both lost parents and they both have seen an alternative, which is what it is to have their parents back and losing them again. And nobody really understands that pain unless they've gone through it. So Barry and Bruce have a very strong connection. We see Batman, Bruce Wayne in his mansion. And in the background, we can see the light calling Batman. The city is calling for Batman. Gotham is calling Batman. And Bruce is confronted with the decision of becoming the Batman, continuing to be the Batman, or really being what his dad told him, which was, do not be the Batman. Be happy, be someone else, do not be like me. And they're asking Bruce, sir, are you gonna answer that? And he lowers his head. So we don't know if Bruce Wayne has actually hanged the cape. Has he? We don't know. We're gonna find out pretty soon. And remember, in this story, suddenly it goes back to Doomsday Clock. And in Doomsday Clock, which is coming in November, I know we have to wait, we see the insignia of Superman. And the button is back somewhere in space with blood drops. Remember, there's blood drops in the button? So the question is, whose blood is in the button? And since Superman's insignia is in this Doomsday Clock, is it coming up and following up in Superman? We don't know. Stay tuned. A lot of things are happening in this storyline. And here is the meme for today. And this meme is actually about me. So here is the expectation, what I saw online and I wanted to order, and I ordered online for my niece. You see the picture? Alright, 2 weeks later, this is what I got. It does not look anything like what I ordered online. So remember to read the fine print and remember that not everything you see online is real. So anyway, I hope you found that funny. I did. I'll figure out what to do with this. Bye. Breaking news! So, you thought I forgot about this blue hand? Do you remember this blue hand in the Flash 22? Bruce and Barry are under the impression that it's God's hand, but it has been confirmed by Jeff Johns that it's Dr. Manhattan's hand, and that the storyline indeed continues in Doomsday Clock. Remember that, okay? Stay tuned. This story continues in November. Alright, bye.